Hey guys, it's me, John Anthony Chihawk Soltero. I am the anti-hero, and I'm here. This is the second time I'm shooting this because the first time I shot it went well over 30 minutes. Uh, the last mail call, last haul of 2020. Now, 2020, you know, um, I mean, unless you've been living in outer space, has been completely insane for every human being on the planet. It's been harder on some than others. But to say that it hasn't been difficult for everybody, at least a little bit, would not be fair because it has been very difficult. I feel fortunate because I've had my full time job in place this entire time. My family all lives here in town. They're in my circle, in my bubble, so I was able to see them and be around them. Um, there are some lowlights that happened this year. I mean, of course, the beginning of the year, all the losing all the files to issue 3 of the Bubble Patrol, fully being diagnosed with cancer in February. Um, just a couple of days ago, my grandfather, who was 99 years old, passed away. Um, and then, of course, just tons of anxiety. Um, and Of course, the pandemic did not make anything easier because for more than half the year, I was separated from friends and people that I like and care about, but have begun reaching out to people and talking to them and doing video chats and setting things up where I can see them and stuff like that. And it makes a huge difference for my mental health. It also which in turn makes a difference to my physical health. um, Second half of the year has been kind of lackluster in terms of my workouts and my routine regimen because my shoulder's just been bothering me. So I can't do everything that I've been wanting to do, or at least not to the weight and the extent that I would like. Um, However, some of the big highlights of this year were getting to celebrate my grandfather's 99th birthday. Um, Getting issue 3 of the Baba Patrol completed, working with a couple of people that I really like and respect to be able to make that happen, to have that campaign fully funded and successful. Um, the fact that Foley is still here, months after they said they gave him 6 months, and it's December, and he was diagnosed at the end of February. It's the end of December now. So I've had 10 months with my special little guy and his brother, and we've made the most of it. We haven't changed a whole lot because I don't want things to get stressful or different. But me being able to work from home now has been really helpful. I get to see them all day, every day, which I couldn't ask for more than that. Um, and My health is pretty good. So I feel very fortunate about that. And again, just working full time and having a job that really understands what's going on, not just with me personally, but with with the pandemic and all the other staff that we have. Enough of the recount of the year. You guys know what has gone on in the year for yourselves and everything. But this is the last haul, and I've got a couple of really special books that showed up today. That are I'm going to wait until the very, very end to show you because they're pretty amazing books. But I'm going to start off with one that's really, really cool. Superboy 76. This is the first appearance of Beppo the Super Monkey. I am like super jazzed to have this because I'm a big fan of Super Pets. Of course, because the Bubble Patrol. Like, why would you not be a fan of the Super Pets? One of the really cool things about the first issue of the Bubba Patrol, as with all the issues, I've done sketch covers with them, right? So, with the first issue at an event at Charlie's, like we contribute artwork to go into auction that raises money for local charities, nonprofits, community food bank, Youth on Their Own, Emerge Center Against Domestic Abuse. There's a couple of others that Charlie likes that are more national, like the Red Cross, St. Jude's. But I did a sketch cover on the Bubble Patrol #1 of the DC Super Pets. Not the dog, Lobo's buddy dog is a super pet, but yeah, like I think I started with him and then built around it with like Chip and Beppo and Bat Cow and Oh God, I wish I had the picture next to me so I could show you because it was pretty hilarious. Anyways, I got Darth Vader 6 and 7. This is the reprint with the assassin character on the cover. I don't remember their name at the moment. Got some Dark Horse Star Wars Jabba the Hutt: The Betrayal, Star Wars Devil Worlds, and Tales from Mos Eisley. A more wretched hive of scum and villainy you will not find. Something is Killing the Children, #1 foil cover. This is a fun book because I love the Batman or the DCAU. Batman and Superman World's Finest, the adaptation of the animated movie that was actually 3 episodes of Batman or Superman the Animated Series. I picked up a set of JLA Avengers. Now, I remember when this came out and when the Justice League pops over to the Marvel Universe and Flash is like, "Don't worry, I'll be right back." And he like runs to the end of the block and it takes him the same amount of time it would take a normal human being to run to the end of the block. Not even like an Olympic level athlete, like just Joe Schmo down the street. Like, why am I running so slow? Because the Speed Force don't exist in the Marvel Universe. The cool thing about this series is that at the time, George Perez was exclusively contracted to CrossGen Comics, which was started by some multi-billionaire guy, and he was signing like all these exclusive contracts, some of the first in the business in the early 2000s. And Perez's contract had been noted that if JLA Avengers book came together within a certain time frame, he could leave to go do that. But if it didn't happen, he was with CrossGen until his contract ran out. Fortunately, that book, the 2 publishers came together and agreed upon a story and were able to get that taken care of. I don't know where the other single issue with this is. I probably just, let me see if I can find it really quick. Okay. I don't know where I put it, but DC Marvel All Unlimited Access. Or Unlimited Access. This was the final piece of the puzzle for the Amalgam universe to be completed for me. I also got All Access #2, and it might be in this stack over here. Yeah. This was the last one that I thought existed in the series, but I was incorrect. And during one of Dash's shows on the Collector's Haven on the Comic Book Shopping Network, I found Unlimited Access. So now my Amalgam run is 100% complete with the 4 parts of DC versus Marvel, the Unlimited Access, the All Access, and then all the Amalgam one-shots that they did. I got the Wizard Ace edition of Daredevil #1. This is from the volume 2 written by Kevin Smith, his first comic book that are outside of his own works that he did. Sensational She-Hulk #1. Daredevil 132, second appearance of Bullseye. This one's pretty cool. Star Wars #1, 35-cent reprint. It's a very good copy, very good minus. I mean, it's definitely a reader copy, but really cool to have for a Star Wars collector. This is a pretty cool one. This is one that I got along with the Sensational, the Star Wars, and the Daredevil 132. This is Amazing Spider-Man Annual 16. This is first Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel. So this is pretty exciting because the Monica Rambeau character is going to be in some DC or Disney Plus shows. This one is pretty cool as well. This I got from, I believe it was from one of the Dash shows. Probably hype-wise the biggest key that I picked up. Marvel Spotlight on the Moon Knight. Marvel Spotlight 28. This is the first solo Moon Knight. Um, and this is in pretty decent shape as well. Colors are very, very nice and bright. Um, and of course, Oscar Isaac is going to portray Moon Knight. Now, before I get to the last two books, this is one I picked up for a buddy of mine, Demi. This is for you. The Last Ronin, #1, first print. This I picked up without Demi knowing about it, and then let him know, because Demi is one of the biggest supporters of the Bubba Patrol. He's always he's got to meet the Bubbas. He's gotten his own sketch covers. Like he backs 100% like what I do with the Bubba Patrol, which means a lot. So when I saw this, and I had asked him previously, I was like, "Hey, are you going to get the Last Ronin?" And he was just like, "Yeah, but I'm going to wait for the price to come down." So when I saw it, I had to get it for him. And then, so this is a Dynamic Forces certificate and sealed book, Origin #2 of 6, signed by Paul Jenkins and the creator of Wolverine, Len Wein. Pretty sweet. Not to be outdone, this certificate, it's kind of an interesting certificate. It's not a like a Dynamic Forces. It's not, but it says this certificate guarantees that the noted autographs as they appear on the accompanying book are authentic and assured by Purple Penguin Comics, obtained in person at the Nostalgia Comics Convention, Bangor, Maine, on September 26th, 1993. This certificate is valid and transferable only with the book noted on the certificate. Any other use automatically invalidates and voids this certificate and all guarantees associated with it. This is a book I'm probably going to get CBCS'd because they can guarantee the signatures. This is a copy of Static 3, signed by Steve Mitchell, Robert Washington, Josephine Davis, and the late, great Dwayne McDuffie. This had to be the last book that I showed you because I don't think I need to tell you why it had to be the last book that I showed you. This is quite possibly the most amazing book that I've picked up this year. And I will be doing a recount of some of the best books that I've picked up. I don't know if I can limit it to just 10. Last year I was able to limit it to just 10, and even that was hard. But this year, shopping from home has been very dangerous to my bank account, but it's also been very dangerous to my psyche, and it just becomes easier to try to get certain books. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're taking care of yourselves. The holiday season is not easy for me. It has not been since I was a kid. I know it's not easy for a lot of people, and I'm just wishing everybody the best, not just because it's the holidays, not just because it's the end of the year, but I really hope you guys are taking care of yourselves and doing things that make you happy, doing things that improve upon who you are. That includes eating well, getting enough sleep, drinking water, exercising, watching shows or listening to music or reading books and comics that you love, that make you feel better. One of the big things this last quarter of the year that I've done, which has kind of been one of the reasons that I've pushed off my game a bit with working on the Bubba Patrol, is getting my house, wouldn't say renovated, but altered. I pulled up the carpet in the hallway. I pulled up the carpet in my bedroom, and in my living room, which is probably as big as the first apartment I ever owned or rented. I got the carpet completely and totally pulled up, finished 100% last week. I got a long box table in here last weekend so that I can now have my comics stored really, really well at the right height and just easier access. Getting things arranged so that I can, it just feels more like a comic book shop. I feel at home in comic book shops, in video stores and stuff like that. So it's kind of a twofer. And then it's my art studio as well, and it's a place I work from during the week. So please just take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. If you have a down day or a bad day, as it were, I mean, we all have those, and it's it's not easy dealing with everything that's going on, just normally speaking. But I mean, with everything that's going on, it's exceptional that like a lot of us are even just able to function on a daily basis. And I say that with a chuckle because I mean, none of this stuff could be going on and it would still be hard for me to function on times. So you guys just take care of yourselves. And until next time, if I don't get a chance to talk to you before then, make 2021 the best year